A very good day to one and all. So this is a demo on A-stable multivibrator using 555 timer. This is the 8th experiment in the list of experiments, and this is the circuit diagram which is given in the manual. So we are connecting using 555 timer. This connection is done on the breadboard using a 555 timer. You can see over here 555 timer, and the various components are connected over here. Now this A-stable multivibrator is also called as a free running multivibrator because it does not require input. So there is no input connected over here. There is no signal generator used. We are only using VCC, and we are giving a VCC of about 12 volts. Okay. So VCC we are giving of about 12 volts. So this is how we are giving. The VCC is connected. Now the output is taken at pin number 3. So you can see over here the output is taken at pin number 3, and this is connected to the CRO, and we are connecting it to channel 1, which is the X. Okay. Channel 2, which is the Y, is connected to pin number 2, pin number 7. Fine. So this is nothing but the drop across the capacitor, pin number 6 and pin number 2. So you can see here it is connected to pin 2. You can also connect it to pin number 6. It is the drop across the capacitor, that is charging and discharging of the capacitor. So initially I am going to switch off the power supply. So there is no output on the CRO, you can see. Now the moment you switch on the power supply, you should be able to get output. This output is a square wave output. You can see over here the output is a square wave output. The amplitude of the output should be equal to VCC. Now if you see here, we have kept this at magnitude 5. So 5 into 2.2, and it gives us 12 volts. Okay, so the output is 12 volts. I have put the output in DC mode. Fine. So first you set it to ground, adjust the ground terminal, then you set it to DC. Similarly, I am going to adjust channel 2 also. So channel 2 I have put to ground. I am going to adjust it over here, and then I am going to put it again in DC. So I will get charging and discharging across the capacitor. Now over here if you see, from the 0 line to the point where it starts charging should be 1/3 of VCC, and from the 0 line to the point where it gets fully charged, it should be 2/3 of VCC. Okay, it will charge during the T on and it will discharge during the T off. We have taken a duty cycle of 75%. So T on will be 75 and T off will be 25% of the total time. So here if you see, this is from 0 to about 0.8, 1/3 of VCC, and 2/3 of VCC is 0 to 1.8. Okay, multiply by 5. The magnitude is kept at 5. So this is how we are going to observe the output, and in the results you are going to write what is 1/3 of VCC, what is 2/3 of VCC, what is the value of V out, what is T on, what is T off, and calculate the duty cycle.